Hello and welcome to episode 9 of Let's Do Lunch. Ben and Jack here on a very sunny Tuesday. What an amazing bank holiday we will do that one day. What an amazing bank holiday it has been. Thank you for joining us today, the other side of it. Make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you like the video. We have got 2 amazing guests coming up and I'll tell you a little bit about what's going on the show in a mo. But first of all, Jack, good bank holiday?
Yeah, man, it's beautiful. Look, I got a bit of sun.
So did I. Look, can you see that?
Oh yeah, you're sort of nicely browned and I'm kind of like a Savaloy. You
are pretty pink. That's quite impressive. I don't think I've seen anyone that sunburnt in a very, very long time.
Shall I do it?
Are you going to do it? Go on, do it. Did you see that is insane. That is actually insane. But there we go. Get some. Is it aloe vera after sun?
Yeah, I've got some aloe vera body lotion, but I've also got after sun. But also today I'm actually going to put sun cream on.
Yeah, I don't actually blame you. Obviously today actually is quite a special day for you, Jack.
It is. It is a special day.
Your birthday.
It's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, mate. Guess how old I am.
Guess how old you are. I'm going to take a really random guess here. Are you 40?
Oh. How old do I look?
40.
Yes, I'm 40.
You're 40. See, I've got this amazing talent where I can tell how old people are just by looking at them. 4-0, the big 4-0. Do you feel older today?
I feel about a day older than I did yesterday. Well, like I love that. Before, I might be the oldest I've ever been today, but I'm almost also the youngest I will ever be.
Youngest you'll ever be in this moment right now. I love it.
Half full, mate. Glass is half full.
I love the little card you got from your little lad. Tell us about it.
Okay, so my little boy wrote me a beautiful little card and he drew 40 balloons in it for me.
So cute.
And loads of kisses and hearts and stuff. It was very...
He is so sweet. Yeah, he is so sweet. And your sister also done that typical... Is he there? Oh, look, there he is.
Wave.
Oh, it's too busy watching like Blippi or something. Oh, there he is. Hi, Seb. What a little fella. And also your sister done the typical family thing where she decided to put some pictures up of you on Facebook, didn't she, today?
She did. She put up some really old school photos, some proper like Kodak moments.
Can you actually remember? Do you ever look at old photos like that and remember that moment and when they were taken? Or do you sort of like...
Rarely. I mean, for you, it's only like 14 years ago. For me, it's 30 years ago.
Do you know what?
I was 10 when those photos were taken, you know.
Yesterday, I got some Viennetta out the freezer and Charlotte, my fiance, literally turned around and said to me and went, do you know what? Viennetta is the only thing you talk to me about your childhood. And I was like, I can't remember the rest of it. My nan used to give me Viennetta all the time. I literally can't remember anything else.
Wow,
that's literally all I remember from pre-5.
Just Viennetta. Yeah.
Just Viennetta, mate. When there's food about, I remember. Seeing as you are getting on a little bit, mate, as soon as it is your birthday, I feel a bit bad. I haven't sent you a card or a present. We can blame lockdown for that. Let's blame the pandemic for that. I forgot. But I thought that I'd give you a present now on the show.
All right.
So because you're getting a bit older, if I was going to do anything, I'd send you maybe like a bit of a care package and stuff like that. So I thought, seeing as you're at 40, surely now's the time to start caring a bit more and try and point you in the right direction when it comes to your health. So I thought what I'd do on the show is a little present, and I'll share this with you, and you'll be able to see it on the screen. We do a bit of a live eyesight test just to see how you're getting on and see where you're at when it comes to your vision.
Okay, so bearing in mind that the screen is pixelating this quite a lot.
Yeah. What can you see?
Barnard Castle.
How far down can you get?
The next to last one.
Oh, see, I can't see even that. If I took these glasses off, I can't see any of it.
But you know what I mean?
And if you haven't clicked a bit like Jack hasn't because he's a little bit older, Dominic Cummings. Thank you very much. There's the gag. Thank you. Yeah. I thought you said you was up to date with the Dominic Cummings situation.
I am. It just wasn't funny.
Do you know what is quite hilarious though? We had this conversation today in the group chat, and Pip accidentally said Hever Castle, which is in a completely different place. I mean, they're not conjoined. They're nowhere near.
That's right over there a bit.
Yeah, that's over there a bit. That was over there a bit. I think, yeah, we won't even go there. But yeah, loads of amazing memes online. I don't know if you've seen them. There's another Specsavers one, which says you should have gone to Barnard Castle. That was a good one. And there is so much more out there as well that you need to go and check out. I don't think anyone, apart from the British Twitter public, take to a British crisis or outrage better than those in this country. Like, this wouldn't happen anywhere else. There's so many memes online right now and so many comedians coming out the woodworks on Twitter. It's absolutely ridiculous. So you've got to go and check those out. I haven't got anything to hand now. No, sorry, mate. I don't like the fact that you didn't like my eyesight test, but either way, we'll carry on with the show. We'll carry on the show with this silly segment where we try not to laugh. In the SMEs in Kent featured 5, me and Jack both have scripts in front of us. We're going to promote 5 businesses, and then our task is to try and put the other person off in some shape or form. And Jack, you will go first.
So, Double M Photography, businesses and family photo session, any product for branding, headshots, website. We're happy to help. Studio or location, business, restaurant or home. www.doublemephoto.com.
As the weather gets warmer, Simply Ice Cream are making it easier than ever before for you to get your hands on their tasty desserts. Visit their store to get Simply Ice Cream delivered straight to your front door. Go to your local .delivery/simply-ice-cream. Yo, mate, you busy typing there?
Reed is reopening her pet photography business this coming Monday. Outside sessions only, though, until it is safe to do studio work. Find out more about feline dog photography via her Facebook page, facebook.com/feline doggius.
It's definitely not the feline dog photography. Get your here we go. A big shout out to the Canterbury Bid team who are hosting the first of their In Conversation webinars tomorrow at 2 p.m. It's an opportunity for everyone to hear from businesses in the Whitefriars Shopping Centre who have been open during lockdown, along with Fenwick, who are now planning to reopen. Follow at Canterbury Bid on Twitter for more information.
Bespoke Vinyl Gifts and Supplies sell vinyl decals to all types of crafters. They cater for all occasions or businesses, also vinyl for small vans and cars, business and club logos, security signage, wedding and hen stag. What's decals? And all party decals. Finding them on Etsy by searching for Bespoke Vinyl Gifts and Supplies Design.
Yeah, that's B-double-E. So that's B-double-E Spoke Vinyl Gifts and Supplies Design. If you want to be in our featured 5 on Thursday's show, which is going to be the final in this season, we're going to get to 10 and we're going to take a break for a couple of weeks and give you some best of videos. Just join our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/SMES Kent, and look out for our post. Right, on today's show, it's packed. Don't go anywhere. Our 90-second tip is on finding the best time to post across social media, and that's going to be with me. So do not miss that. We are also going to have an incredible challenge, Jack, that we'll speak a little bit about next. Jack is also going to be interviewing TikTok star Stephen McKell, over 2.1 million followers and over 47 million likes on the platform. We'll be hearing from Stephen a bit later on, and I'll be talking to Floortje, who's the Chief Executive of Produced in Kent. We're going to be talking about Kent businesses and the Help Kent Buy Local campaign. So do not go anywhere. Right, Jack, first things first, let's get a bank holiday update. How are you getting on with your challenge? Of course, we released it on Thursday. Sasha came on the show from Fanbites, gave you some pointers. Basically, your challenge was to get your TikTok account to 1,000 likes, and that's going to be by Thursday's show. Yeah,
okay. It's going all right. So far, I've got 56 likes.
I mean, you've only done 3 videos. Is that right?
I'm well over the 5% mark. You know.
Yeah. I can see Stephen smiling in the green room like you're never going to get there. But you're doing okay. You're trying. I think that's what matters the most.
I don't think I'm trying hard enough. Yeah, I have done 3 videos, but I've had 5 days and I've only posted 3 times, and I think that's where I've let myself down a bit.
Yeah, you need to up it. So I think we need to get some more videos on here. Should we go in and have a look? Let's go in and have a look. This is what Jack's been doing on TikTok over the bank holiday. Let's have a look. So on the show on Thursday, Jack took on this. So you done 5 to the match of the day theme tune there at the stay at home challenge. You took on the blinding lights challenge as well.
Yes, you can. You have to go and get one yourself.
Here we go.
Doing this. Look, there's not much room to dance around there. You know what I mean? But we did everything we could.
Seb is super cute, by the way.
Check out my dad, though.
I mean, yeah. You bashed the light.
Let's go up first. And then I hit the light, and Seb thought that was hilarious.
That was quite funny. This is my favourite one, though.
You can do anything you want when you sexy.
Yeah, there we go. 56 likes so far.
I don't think they're not being enjoyed by as many people as I would.
You would like. Challenge Jack, but then this is what's going to be cool. You've got an actual TikTok influencer coming on the show, and he'll be able to give you some pointers a little bit later on, Stephen McKell, about what you can do with your content and stuff you can do. Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be brilliant. And then you're going to have a bit more of a challenge later on. And that challenge today is Seb in the background. There's something here that's like
help yourself, mate. Just help yourself, yeah?
Yeah, that's fine. It's cool. Why not? There's going to be another challenge later on where you're going to duet on one of Stephen's videos whilst he is watching you. So that's going to be quite fun. And we'll do that later on. I was thinking for that video, what we should do is I think you should do this one. Let me get it quickly. I want to show everyone it before we jump into it. So I was thinking, here we go. Let's go here. There's so many buttons, right? Why are there so many buttons?
So many buttons.
So many buttons.
So many buttons. Take those.
So many buttons. I think you should give this one a go because this took Stephen 5 hours to master.
Oh, mate, this is hard.
It's so good. He smashed it. He smashed it. You've got no chance, but you're going to give it a go anyway.
I need to find the music for it so it's ready to go.
You do that. I'm going to move on to our first guest, who I have had the absolute pleasure of spending some amazing time over Zoom with recently, as we're so socially distanced during lockdown. Floortje is the Chief Executive of Produced in Kent. They are supporting and promoting the many independent local businesses who are doing an amazing job growing, producing, preparing, selling and delivering food and drink to the Kent community during the COVID crisis with the Help Kent Buy Local campaign. Floortje, thank you for coming on the show. You are with us. It looks sunny where you are. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks. I had a lovely weekend. So just getting my head around being back at work again.
we're the same, and we're messing about for a couple of minutes on a stream, which is great for us. But for you, obviously, into I suppose a bit more serious matters, the Help Kent Buy Local campaign. From what I've seen, has been doing some amazing things whilst people have been in lockdown, and local businesses have been looking for that support that you guys have been providing. So could you tell us a little bit about Help Kent Buy Local and really some of the great success stories you've had so far?
Yeah, so I think a week before lockdown came into force, we sat down with the team because we were, it was all over the news that it was going to happen. So we were kind of trying to see how we could respond to that with our organization, and decided to come up with the Help Kent Buy Local campaign. So initially that was rolled out across social media, where we encouraged people to use a hashtag Help Kent Buy Local so that we could find those businesses that were still operational during lockdown, delivering, making, producing food and drink for the Kent residents. And so that we could retweet, post, follow all their posts on social media, which is what we did the first couple of days. And then we extended our help to a website, the helpkentbuylocal.co.uk website, which has been running since the 25th of March, so a good 2 months now. And that's been a real good success, I think. We've got over 250 businesses listed on the website. It helps customers find local food and drink outlets in their vicinity. So anyone still delivering, still having shops open, doing takeaways. I mean, the hospitality sector, of course, had to shut down completely, but some have pivoted and opened takeaway services. So we advertise those as well on the website, and we have a B2C site where customers can go to find what they're looking for, food and drink wise. But we also have a B2B side, so where producers, growers, distributors can post available stock to retail and hospitality that's still operational. And yeah, we're hoping to continue that website also in the recovery phase and afterwards, because it's important to keep banging the drum about buying local, both for businesses and customers.
Yeah, and I mean, you're a great advocate of buying local, and I think also what's quite amazing about the campaign is you can see the businesses taking part in it as well. They're not just banging the drum for the fact that they're on there; they're banging the drum for the campaign in general to help benefit other businesses. So, sort of on the B2C side, how have you seen that consumer engagement over the past, let's say, 3 months? Is it still sort of picking up? Are you still seeing a nice peak in people looking at local businesses to purchase from?
I think it's what we've understood from members. It's definitely, well, of course, for a lot of our businesses, it's been an entirely new side to their business, doing home deliveries and taking online orders. So quite a few businesses have made investments to make that work and to help customers the best way they can. And they've been very, very busy over the last weeks, thankfully. I think, now that the bigger shops are reopening and possibly get their delivery slots back in place, it might become a bit less. But I think customer behavior has changed. I think people have rediscovered what's available on their doorstep, and have seen that that's good quality, that it's great food, that they have a much more direct relationship with the person selling the stuff to them. So I think that's all very positive. It's a positive, how do you say, buyer experience, and I think that will stay with people. So I really hope that people will keep buying local, but I think they will actually. I think we've seen a lasting change already. But let's keep it up. I think we need to keep promoting it, because coming out of lockdown and going into the recovery phase, local businesses really, really need our help desperately.
Yeah, no, definitely. And what does that look like, would you say? What does that look like coming out of lockdown for local businesses? So is there certain support that you're hearing from people within the local produce sector, for instance, about the support they need? Is there anything in particular that they're sort of talking about? Is it more from a social distancing point of view? Is it making their farm shops or their local stores COVID safe? Where do you think those problems and the support that is needed for local businesses lies?
I think, the shops that have been open throughout, they have all those things in place already. And I don't know exactly about the social distancing needed in their shops. They have all the signs and all the guidelines, and I think the staff training in place. There have been shops that haven't, maybe the non-essential food and drink shops, which will reopen again now. They are now in the process of preparing themselves. And of course, you've got the hospitality sector that has to do an enormous amount of preparation before they can reopen. And then the date that they can reopen is not yet even set out. So I think there's a lot of investment that needs to be done by businesses in the hospitality sector, which I think we should really be aware of, and that's, I think, another reason for residents to as soon as they reopen, make use of those local pubs and restaurants, help them buy their food and drink, and help them get through those first months of setting up shop again.
Yeah, no, 100%. And for you, for those businesses, what is next? So what is their plan moving forward? You say a lot of businesses have obviously pivoted. They've done different things. We've heard stories from the likes of Juliet's in just outside of Whitstable, who have been doing like a drive up, like sort of order online and then collect immediately service. As you said, we've seen a lot of personalised delivery servicing as well across Kent. What do you think is that next step for those businesses coming out of lockdown?
I think it's seeing if they can maintain it, and that obviously depends on demand. If demand keeps up, then they can maintain that model. I think for some, it's very important that the hospitality sector starts up again, because they're very much dependent in their B2B trade on the hospitality sector. I think a lot of local producers have been really seriously affected by the fact that the pubs and restaurants and coffee shops had to shut down. So I think there's still a lot of question marks for a lot of our members on how those next months are going to pan out, and if demand is going to keep up by the customer. Are they going to remain buying local? Are they going to stay with their local village shops? And how quickly can we get the hospitality sector up and running again?
100%. And finally, for me, Flo, what's next for the Help Kent Buy Local campaign then? Because obviously, for Produced in Kent, you've been banging the drum about buying local before the pandemic even happened. You know, before it became a really hearty campaign during these times for businesses and local people. So what is next? Is it more to keep pushing the message, or have you got any tricks and ideas up your sleeves?
I think it's keep pushing the message. It's hopefully rolling it out across other counties as well, which we're looking at the moment. We're also looking at how to support specific groups within our membership, such as the hospitality sector, and I think it's also talking a lot more about sustainability as well going forward, because buying local, that's directly linked to being sustainable and acting sustainably and operating sustainably and being a better person for buying local produce, because you help the planet by doing so.
I love that. You're going to make anyone feel guilty who doesn't buy local produce now, because you are not a good person. You're not helping the planet. Flo, absolutely amazing to have you on this show. Thank you for all the work and the help you've been doing with your local dot delivery as well. You guys have been an incredible support at Help Kent Buy Local. So where can people find a website, and how can people potentially help push the message?
Helpkentbuylocal.co.uk is the website. Businesses are still very welcome to list. The listing is free. As soon as you list on the site, you get we send you a badge, a Help Kent Buy Local badge, which you can use on all your marketing material. And I think that helps everyone enormously, because the more we see that badge around, the more customers are reminded of the need to buy local. And if you're a customer, just go to the website, see what's around your corner, and explore.
Blue Peter badges are no longer cool. It's all about the Help Kent Buy Local badge, guys. Come on, let's get with it. Floortje, thank you so much for coming on the show, and we'll catch up with you soon. Thank you, Flo. Thank you very much. Floortje there for Produced in Kent, the Help Kent Buy Local campaign, and now is a great time to throw a plate at Jack. Seemingly, now is a great time to get involved and help your local businesses. Thank you, Floortje, for coming on the show. Right, coming up in a little while, Stephen McKell is going to be on inside the next 10 minutes. We're going to be talking TikTok. Well, probably the next 5 minutes. We're going to be talking TikTok, and we are challenging Jack. If you have a TikTok account, please go and follow @ChallengeJack. Spread some likes across his videos, because Jack, you've got a challenge, and that challenge is...
Well, I'm going to have to do a duet with one of Stephen McKell's extremely skilled videos where he does this heart finger dance thing, and yeah, I'm nervous. I'm nervous about the whole thing.
He's really nervous about it. And also, the bigger picture is we're going to try and see if Jack can smash 1,000 likes across his videos by Thursday, which I think is also making Stephen quite anxious, because he's like, how the hell is this guy going to do that? But we're trying, guys. That's what it is with Challenge Jack. We're trying. So Stephen's going to be on the show shortly.
That's why we've got Stephen on the show. I'm going to try and piggyback off of his success.
100. Well, mate, I tell you what, if Stephen can teach you how to do that TikTok, I think you're going to become a star. That would be interesting, because I don't
become a star on my 40th birthday.
On your 40th birthday, exactly. Jack is 40 today, by the way. So if you haven't got Jack a card, don't worry about it. Just hit subscribe on our YouTube channel. We put out loads of great content, and we've got loads of videos coming up. So please do subscribe. Right, let's move on. It's time for our 90-second tip. This is where we do something to help people further their skills whilst they're possibly on a break at home during lockdown, or if they've got a business to run. This is where we can help them out. Today's 90-second tip is hosted by this guy, me, and I want to quickly give everyone a little insight on how you can find the best time to post across social media. And we're going to focus on Twitter and Facebook primarily, but there's also something great out there that I want to show you that isn't either or. So Jack, if you want to do the countdown and tell me when to go.
Okay.
Share a screen here. Cool. Right. So. Right. Tell me when to go.
I will.
Here we go.
Okay.
90 seconds.
90 seconds on the clock starts now.
Okay, cool. So we'll start by going to this article here on Sprout Social. This is brilliant. I'm going to post a link up for you. No problem at all. This is going to give you a big insight into the best times to cross generally across social media accounts. You've got Instagram on here. You've got LinkedIn. You've got Twitter. You've got Facebook. You got some Twitter stuff here. And to find it, just search find best times to post on social media and it'll be here. But I'm going to put the link out there so you can see. It's very accurate. It's very good. But there is another way with Twitter. Now, if you go into your Twitter analytics, you'll be able to check out your stats, basically, for your Twitter account. If you go to the top, click on tweets, have a look at this page here, your impressions. Usually it'll land on just random tweets. What you want to do is hit top tweets. Now, what it's not going to tell you is the best times to post and the best day to post. But if you have some time, you can find that. So, for instance, even just by looking here at my engagement rate, there's some dates that are popping up. The 17th, the 3rd. The best engagement rates at the moment are when I post on Sundays. So there's a little insight to me to make sure that I'm going to post on Sundays to have a look. Again, look at link clicks. When are people most clicking on your links? When are people most engaging and seeing your post with impressions? Again, have a look at those dates. Have a look at if any of the dates match and the times, and have a look at doing so on Twitter. It's all about analyzing that data. And it's the same with Facebook. Facebook gives you so much data, it's unreal. So go to your Facebook page, click on Insights. And then what you want to do is you want to scroll down and find a bar here that says posts, or part here that says posts. I've run out of time already. Really, really simple. Go on to the Insights, have a look. You get the days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And this is telling you when, in a 1 week period, your audience is most active. Simple as that, mate.
Mate, that's a neat little trick.
And you don't have to pay to have this analyzing done. You don't have to do anything else. You've just got to use the stuff that comes free with your Twitter/Facebook/social media accounts. You can do the same if you can view your insights on TikTok. You can do the same if you can view your insights on LinkedIn. Understand your audience. That's the best chance you'll get to posting at the right time and maximizing, so to speak, that reach, those people who are online at any one time. So, for instance, here, noon on a, where are we now? Noon on a Tuesday is relatively the best time to post for me on a Tuesday. Wednesday, look at that, noon, 10 o'clock. So yeah, that'd be my 90-second tip. Analyze your audience, have a look, but use those little features that you have within your social media platforms.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've got to be honest with you. I'm so kind of data, like, what's the word? I'm just rubbish with it. I'm just really bad with it. And I just never look at that stuff. But it looks quite straightforward to sort of check those little stats.
It's really easy, and it's just about using common sense to put some numbers together and trialing stuff. You're never going to understand your audience if you don't take the time out to understand them. So that's the best thing to do. But yeah, so that's what I'd say. Use Facebook Insights, use Twitter Analytics. Don't pay for a platform you don't need to. Save yourself the dosh. Right, let's move on, shall we, and get our second guest on. And I'm so excited about this because, Jack, once you've done this interview, you're going to be making a fool out of yourself. And by the way, I cannot wait to hear Stephen's story. But first of all, tell us a little bit about our next guest.
Okay, well, we are very, very fortunate to have Stephen McKell, TikTok star, joining us on the show. And he's reached 2.1 million followers, over 47 million likes on TikTok. Stephen is a super bubbly TikToker who encourages his sassy squad to be their free and authentic selves through his hilarious and high-spirited videos. Stephen!
Hi!
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, I'm not too bad. Can you hear me? Am I all right? Am I pretty good?
Yeah.
I'm good. I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm so glad to be here. I'm all right. I'm good. I'm just kind of chilling, excited to give you some information about TikTok. Hopefully it'll be beneficial for you. I don't know if do I look all right? Is it all good on here? Yeah.
Oh, mate, you look gorgeous.
Yes. Thank you very much. Yeah. So how are you guys? You all good?
Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
All good, mate. Thank you.
Really happy to have you on, and can't wait to pick your brains. But do you want to go on.
I'm full of TikTok knowledge. I've been on it for years, so let's go. I'm
Can't wait for this. Okay, so at what point did you kind of realise, after you'd started doing TikToks, what point did you realise that, you know, you're pretty good at this? It's kind of taken off.
Yeah, I mean, I've been on it since it was Musically, but we don't like to see that anymore. But I was on it when it was another app, and it kind of joined together. So I was I was posting videos every single day. I've done it for nearly videos every day for nearly 4 years. So I wasn't until I was like 6 months in really, and I was like the December of 2016. And I was kind of like I was doing it consistently, and I was like, that's when I knew like content creation is like my passion. I've always been creative, and I've always had like love acting and creating things, but on this platform, it's like that's when I knew this is for me. I need to kind of just really go for it. And it took a long time, even then. It wasn't for like another year and a half until I really started making success on it. But I think 6 months into actually put in the first 6 months I was posting, but it was like just like normal lip syncs, which is all right. But then I kind of was like, I want to do original content, and that's when I knew like this is my platform. This is where I can shine. This is where I could kind of send the message out to people of like being like their true selves, which was still to this day is what I stand by. Yeah.
Well, I love your content, mate. I really like it. But I'm really interested to know a little bit about it. So you said you sort of got a bit of a performing arts background, acting and stuff, did you say?
Yeah, I've got a diploma in acting and performance. I got that from Fife College, which is like where I stay. So yeah, I've done acting. I've always loved performing, and I've always liked making content. So when I kind of found a platform, I was like, oh, that's like 2 birds, 1 stone, really. I can kind of make my own little skits and like comedy and make characters up. And kind of used what I was taught at college, but then at some point it kind of goes out the window, and you kind of just start doing your own crazy stuff and whatever works for you. But yeah, I've always had a performance like background. I've done plays, and I've always loved to just performing is great. It's amazing. I love it.
That's great. You're very natural. I mean, clearly it is your kind of passion. It's quite a bit to see that. Are you just on TikTok, or do you put the content out?
Yeah, I could put content out on Instagram. I used to do YouTube, but then I stopped. I might come back to it soon. But most of it is just TikTok. I'm really working on trying to like still always make content on different platforms, but reach out and do like script writing, like try and get with the BBC and do like podcasts and stuff. That's obviously in the future. So, but predominantly my main platform is TikTok for sure. Like that's the most effort I put into every single day, 24/7. Always like TikTok, and then like Instagram and like Twitter. But I'm on all platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I've not uploaded those in a long time.
Right. So in terms of like growing your following and everything else, like did you find that just kind of happened organically, or did you kind of go, actually these videos do really well, so strategically I'm going to make more of those? Or
yeah, I mean in terms of TikTok, I realised that there was not really anyone like me in the sense of like a big personality, someone who was plus size, which is being big has never been part of my comedy. It's never been part of like, oh, this is why I'm so different. But I realised there was no one else like me. So I started doing like original content, like original comedies. I'd make up characters, also do like dancing and singing. So I done like I was like an all-rounder, because I realised that the more like foot I could have in one door of all these like comedy, dancing, singing, like crafty videos, the bigger chance I would get to go viral, or a bigger chance I would get for people to see my content. But predominantly it's more like dancing, kind of singing, acting, comedy, like meme stuff. But once I kind of figured out, okay, I was good at like original comedy and like dancing, those were the two that really propelled me and kind of consistently do all the time. That gets good like engagement or a better chance to go viral. But original comedy is, I think, was where what people know me for. I think a little bit that, and some of the viral videos. Yeah.
So in terms of like doing the viral trends and everything, and using the hashtags and stuff, I mean, have you seen much kind of purchase when you're using the hashtags and things like that? Have you ever tried using without the hashtags and seeing if there's any difference?
Yeah, no, it's the thing about TikTok is it's madness, because the algorithm can be so confusing. It changes all the time. No one knows what's going on. So you can really go viral for the silliest of things, right? Which is my most viral video was me putting lipstick on, like 3 different lipsticks. Like,
oh yeah, the 3 colors.
It was so boring. But like people just love watching that kind of stuff. But I feel like doing hashtags, like trending hashtags on the page, that's really, really important if you want your account to be seen and be growing. Because if you do these hashtags regularly, TikTok will see that and say this person's using their hashtags. It's free promotion for them, really, depending on what they're promoting. So if you consistently do that, 1 or 2 times you might get on that little carousel, which is like the first videos, and that gets you followers, that gets you profile views. So I would always like to say do the trending hashtags, the ones that you enjoy doing it. Don't just do them because, or don't put the one thing I don't. That's a shade. The one thing I don't like is people use the trending hashtags in videos that have got nothing to do with that hashtag. I call it trash tagging. I don't do that. It's so annoying, but people do it, and that will get you, profile views and things like that. But the more that you kind of work with TikTok, that the bigger you grow, and then they'll start seeing you and go, oh, like, well, we like him. He does the trending hashtags. He looks like he or she would be fun. So I've done it without hashtags as well, and sometimes it does really well. It does, like, you get like hundreds of thousands of views, and I'm like, oh, all right. Because sometimes I don't expect to go viral. I don't expect to get loads and loads and loads of views. So when it happens, I'm like, oh, thank you.
You never know what's going to work.
You never know. You don't really. I've put some random videos up there. I'm talking about random, 3 o'clock in the morning, just woke up and been like, this would be a fun video to film. Film it, one take, it took 10 seconds. And I wake up and the next day and it's like got like 300,000 views. And I'm like, why? Like, how does this work?
Yeah.
So I use that in other videos and making sure and kind of recreate that. And sometimes you can, a lot of times the algorithm's like, no, we've moved on now. And you're like, oh, great. Now I've got to reinvent myself. That's one thing about TikTok is you have to reinvent yourself more than any other platform. Instagram is really about the look, in terms of like what you post, but TikTok, you really have to reinvent yourself consistently to stay relevant. I would say I've done that too many times.
Well, you're smashing it. What about me then? How do I do it? What can I do? What tips you got for me?
I absolutely love your videos. I think doing videos when family do stuff together does really well. So if you do stuff like with your kids in it or whatever, TikTok love that. Because try and brand it as like a family friendly as anyway. So if you do videos like with like I love that one. That was great. It's all about just making sure like when you post, like if you use the sound, like you can move it along so that you're getting into like the content sooner, because you've really only got like, I'd say between 3 and 5 seconds to capture that audience. So whatever it is you're doing, it's like this was great. I'd watch this. I was like, oh, that's brilliant. So like the more kind of content you do that's really yourself, and it's you just having fun, that's the main thing. As long as it's people can see, okay, this guy's just posting content because he's having fun, he's having banter, he's not just trying to be someone else. People respond to that very well. But I liked your videos. I think they were fun.
Well,
Jack, you've gone even pinker than normal, mate.
I am pretty pink. I'm really sorry about that. I'm honestly not actually this pink. There's something weird going on with the lighting. I promise.
My lighting makes me look yellow and like orange. It's just weird. So I'm just kind of living with it now. Just going with it. The ring light, I turn it off. See, it looks like great. Yeah, I'm working with it.
Well, I mean, I love that video you did in the supermarket, by the way, where you suddenly noticed that someone was watching you. Tell us a bit about that.
Wait, what one was that? I've done many. Is that one when I was dressed up in like a wig? No.
I can't remember if there's a wig, but you were like taking things off the shelves and using them as props, and then you quickly put them back.
Oh yeah. That was I was filming it was a trending hashtag, and I was like, oh mum, like let's film in like in the shop. I don't mind, and they never used to say anything to me because I'm like a really big character like when I'm performing. So I was like, let's just film this video, and I was taking like magazines, and then the person who was working there was like filling up the items, like looking at me.
Oh, right.
I was like, oh god, no! And there was more than one of them, and I was like, I had to like fling it back, and I was like, mum, let's go, because like sometimes I really usually when I'm doing stuff, I really don't mind. I'm me, and I love being me, and I don't really care who sees it. But with that one, I was putting these folders around my head, and my mum was like, we just ran out that aisle and ran up to like the bread aisle and then left the shop. I was like, I can't be seen here, mum. It's embarrassing because I really did look like just such a weirdo, and I was dancing to the music that was in the actual shop at the time. So it's fun though. I think it gives people like something to laugh at, but not laugh at me, laugh with me. So I kind of have it was embarrassing though, and when they see me in the shop, they still laugh to this day. So I'm kind of like
Are you a bit of a local celebrity then? Have you got a bit of traction where you live?
I am like I just burp, sorry. People. If I go out, people will notice me. But like, I'm one of those people that I'm like famous, like celebrity, something. I'm like, oh, I don't like that people say that. But everyone's like, oh, you're TikTok famous, you can't hide that. And I was like, well, okay. But like, people will notice me and they'll come up and like, I don't mind. I'll say hi and like, I really appreciate like if people watch my videos. A lot of them are older as well, which is really great. A lot of my obviously, most of my fan base is like 16 to 24, but a lot of like older people that are, well, my age, like 26 and over, and they come up and they go, "Oh, watch your videos and it's so great," and I'm like, "Oh, thank you so much." But when they'll come up and I'm in the shop and they're like, "Can I get a photo?" and I'm like, "Oh, that's embarrassing."
Oh, really?
You don't get used. Yeah, you don't get used to that. I think I'm very much like, yeah, don't go complete. I had one when the lockdown started. We're all like, everyone was space, and this woman was like, "Oh, you're on TikTok," and I was like, "Yeah, so I can get a photo." I was like, "Well, if you stand like 2 meters in front of me, like, don't come near me." So there's a photo of me like behind her like this, and she's like way in front of me. But yeah, no, you get noticed, and that's TikTok pushes your content out locally before anything else, so you're more likely to be like noticed in your own region. For example, like I live in Fife, so it's more in Fife. So like if I go places, you're pushed locally before you're pushed anywhere else, which is something they brought in last year. I think not guarantee, but that's everything started changing last year where they were putting content out. So yeah, people notice me every now and then. They'll come to my house, which is strange.
Really?
I made mistakes when I was first putting content out because I didn't ever think I would get 1 million, never mind 2. So when I was making videos, I was outside my house because I've got like a big long street. It's fun to film out there. And then people would start like try to leak my like information on like live streams and stuff, and I'd like, I don't think so.
Oh, no.
But they just noticed because I've got like a building next to me, which is like a company. So you just search that and you find out where I am. So I try and I'm still outside my house, but I just don't try and get anything in there. But sometimes you come to my house and they'll stand outside, and I don't like to go. I don't like to go out because I don't like to encourage people to go to some random person's house because I'm like, so I put it on social media. I'm like, don't do that. Like there'll be other opportunities where you can meet like me and like we can have a chat and stuff, but just don't go to people's houses because you never know where you're going to go. So you got to be. I think it's my duty to make sure that I keep them safe as well.
Of course.
So yeah.
Well, let's hope that I don't arouse too much attention here where I live, because that might not be terribly positive.
Because you're about to go viral, Jack. Like that's why you're saying it. You're about to go viral. I mean, this is brilliant. Stephen, can I just say, this is brilliant. This video is absolutely brilliant. I cannot sort of put into words. I'm going to play the audio, so I don't know how loud the audio is on this, but you smash this. Like.
Oh, okay, yeah. I remember that one. That was done like 2 years ago. Oh gosh, yeah.
It's so good.
So like the trick, obviously, like it's done in ×2. So it looks like this is me exposing myself. I don't do that now because if someone at my level, like if you're doing ×2 in videos, say people are like, "Oh, what's going on?" You should try and do it like normal. Do you know what I mean by ×2? You can slow it down.
Yeah.
So I done it in ×2, but it's still super hard because it's really quick. And I spent 5 hours doing this in my room, sitting in front of my camera, being like, and I was going like, and my mum and dad were coming in. They're like, "What are you doing?" Like, I don't know. And I finally got it, and I was like, "That's it." I was really proud. That was one of like the most proud videos I've ever done, and I've done a lot of them. I've done like 4,000 videos, and that was one I was like, you know what?
Wow.
That was some good stuff. But yeah, I done it on ×2, so that's a good trick. ×2 and ×3. As long as you move slowly while you're doing it, it can look like you're doing it normal.
That's the thing. Like some of the moves are so quick, I can't even see what you did. So I'm literally, and I have to do it normal speed as well because I think the show only allows us the time to just have a go at it.
Don't look at me like that, Jack.
It's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be so much fun.
We thought it'd be good for today. So Jack's big challenge here, guys. If you've got a TikTok account, go give @ChallengeJack a follow and like some of his videos. His bigger aim is to get 1,000 likes by Thursday's show. Good luck, Jack. We're gonna have to put out some serious content between now and Thursday. But one of the videos I wanted Jack to do was a duet, and that duet I thought would be perfect, seeing as Stephen is here of one of Stephen's videos. So Jack, I've set you the challenge to do that as a duet live on the show while Stephen is watching.
I'm actually shaking.
I think
I always say just go into it like with the most confident. Like that's I do in all my videos. Go in with the most confident, and if you muck up, it's all right. Just make sure it looks, just keep the hands going, and people will appreciate that you've read the whole 9 yards, even if it doesn't right.
Yeah, I'm with that.
When I done it, I duetted the original person that done it. So I just done it for ages. And then I kind of didn't do the duet and just done my own one at the end. So yeah, like you'll be fine. And if not, just commit.
Also, Jack, if you do smash this, by the way, at normal speed, as Stephen said, he had to slow it down, right? If you do it in normal speed and you actually smash it, that means you are smashing it.
Better than me. You're literally smashing it.
Yeah, I can guarantee you. Sorry, go on.
I just nothing you can do it. I think that if you can do it at normal speed, that's better than what I did.
I can guarantee you that I am gonna. There are some of the moves that you've done that's so quick I can't even see what you did. I'm just gonna. I've no idea. But I will do my best.
But whatever happens, everyone who's watching this is going to go to @ChallengeJack on TikTok afterwards and spread that love and like the video, and that's what matters the most, Jack. So I think that's great.
Can you put it on the thing, the handle?
You want me to put right? Okay.
Oh, don't even worry. Once I've done this, I'll put the video out for a few hours, telling people to go to your account to follow, to see your duet on that, even if it is not correct. But
you're a love.
don't worry.
Thank you. Right. So I'm in the video now. I'm going to hit duet, and does it give me a countdown? I've never done a duet before.
It can. It gives a countdown of 3, 2, 1. You can do 10 seconds or 3 seconds.
We can't see your hands, Jack. Just so you know, you might have to move back when you do it. Right. Okay. So Jack's going to give it a go.
I move this to here, and then.
So if there's a count. Oh.
Yeah. Start countdown. I'm going for 10 seconds because I'm really nervous.
Okay.
Right, when you start, I'm also going to play it in the background as well, so that everyone can see what you're trying to do. This is going to be great.
3, 2, 1. Oh, that was brilliant,
Jack.
That was brilliant. Hey.
I mean, there was a couple of, but that added to it.
Like I had a spider on
it. I would give that a solid 9 out of 10. That was great. The thing in the middle, that was all. The ending was brilliant. I love that.
Talking about content creation, I think Stephen would be brilliant as a judge on TikTok's Got Talent.
Oh, absolutely! I'd live for that. Only if TikTok done that, I'd be right in there. Let's go. I'd be great.
TikTok factor.
And then we could be hosting it.
We could be the Ant and Deck. Stephen could be one of the judges.
Oh, this is.
I say we pitch this. We pitch this to ITV, and then we become the X Factor. Love that.
Let's do it because the X Factor's got stale anyway. So let's move on. Let's do the TikTok factor and let's go. Love it. Let's do it.
The people being like this. Yeah. I love it. They just come on I'm in the final. I'm like, golden buzzer, done.
Yes. Anyone who reenacts one of your videos is through to the next round.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're through. Everyone's through.
I love it. Stephen, honestly, you've been the most amazing guest. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for supporting us in our Challenge Jack @ChallengeJack on TikTok. Go check Jack out. Give him some love. 1,000 likes by Thursday. Can he do it? We'll find out on Thursday's show. And your story, Stephen, it's really, really inspirational. I know you've got a bigger backstory as well when it comes to stuff you dealt with and when it comes to the platform. We'd love to potentially chat to you again and dig a bit deeper one day when we've got a bit more time.
Yes,
definitely.
I love that.
Cheers,
guys, make sure you
Stephen.
subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'm going to tag Jack in a video.
Maybe
I'll duet your bit. You should post that duet, and I'll duet you, duet me. That'd be great.
That would be amazing.
That'd be so good, yeah.
I will post it now. I'll find what hashtags I need and everything else. And am I able to, if I've duetted you, do you get that as a notification anyway? Or
yeah, I get it. It comes up saying duet with that's the person. And then you put I thought I would try this. Hashtag for you, hashtag comedy, hashtag I tried.
I'm going to sound like an absolute amateur here, but do you have to, when you post, only because I saw this the other day when I posted something up on TikTok, you have to post to allow duets, don't you? Or does it automatically allow you to?
It automatically allows it. So before you post, you'll have create your cover. So always, you don't forget your cover. That's another big thing. Your cover picture. Then it will say allow comments, allow duet and reactions, and then save to your camera roll. So these things are always automatically ticked. But you can go into your privacy setting and untick them if you want to kind of stop comments or stop duets, which some people do.
No, that's brilliant. I've learned so much today. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's great.
Stephen, thank you so much for coming on. I could literally chat to you all day, and hopefully we get another opportunity too. Can you just give us your @, please, to tell people where they can go to follow you if they're not already?
At Stephen McKell on TikTok, at Stephen_McKell on Instagram, and at Stephen McKell on Twitter.
Brilliant. Stephen, thank you so much for coming on, my friend. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, guys. Have a good day.
Thank you, Stephen. Bye-bye.
Bye.
What an amazing show. What an amazing guest.
That was great, mate. What a lovely bloke.
What a lovely guy. Stephen McKell, lovely guy. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit like on this video, at Challenge Jack on TikTok. Can we make 1,000 likes? Jack, if he duets your duet, you win the challenge. If that actually happens, you win it. You win it. Jack, thank you so much for today, buddy. We'll be back on Thursday for our final show of this season. Amazing. The last 5 weeks have sped by. So hit subscribe and you'll get a notification when we go live next. And we will see you on Thursday's show. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe. Stay at home if you can. And of course, just smile. Be happy. I'm happy. Jack's happy. It's Jack's birthday. Happy birthday, Jack.
Thank you, mate.
Bye.